more heroes. It's Kira begin to catch a nobody but yourselves. Nothing else to do. No more heroes, no time to stand still if you're gonna be number one. Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Hello and welcome everybody to another edition of Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition, episode 26, coming to you live as always on a Wednesday evening with some good-ass BB tag action for you all. Looking forward to all the wonderful matches we always have in store each week, especially tonight. But of course, before we get into all of that, there are introductions that need to be made. First up is yours truly, T.O., bracket runner and host for tonight's BB Tag Bracket Master Chief, and with me on the mic are two wonderful commentators, Podge, aka Four Sword Kirby, and the man who's usually behind the scenes here, but choosing to step up to the plate on the mic, Red E30. How you both doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Master Chief. Looking forward to the longer-ish weekend coming up. But before that, looking forward to witnessing some good old BB tag action. Charted up here tonight with my fellow commentator and someone I'm not really commentated too much in the booth with, but E30. Looking forward to witnessing the carnage here tonight with you.
I'm excited to
Yeah,
have
and
you on the mic. I think it'll be a fun.
Yeah, definitely going to be looking forward to some inaugural yapping here with you, my good fellow. But yeah, tonight we got for you I think 11-man bracket for BB Tag. Some people out there, maybe have some other things today, but 11 people still nice to see that, especially on this fine evening. We got a good old set of players for you today, including some I'm not quite seeing on the personal computer platform. So it'll be good to see how they fare. Hopefully see some of them later on, but definitely going to be up and excited for these matches. Speaking of which, I'm looking at what we got on the docket.
I think the first match, provided that both players show up, is going to be Guzman versus Detective Crow. This is quite a bit an interesting one because Guzman has been picking up BB Tag again. On the other hand, Detective Crow, I'm not sure when they got PC Tag, but I as far as I know, they've been a recent addition. Nice to see a little bit of the cross-platform, either PC to PS4. PS4 to PC. So it's really nice to see. And sometimes there's even the rare occasion where there's someone that can Xbox tag. Nice to see more how do I put this? More players from different platforms able to cross over.
Absolutely. Crossing fates, can't escape from them for sure. Yeah, Detective Crow, one of those players I was mentioning, not accustomed to seeing them here on the personal computer platform. So we'll see. Will be interesting to see how they match up today, and especially going up against Guzman, a tried and true player since the earliest days. See how this dynamic plays out, especially with Guzman. Picking a variety of characters these days, and Detective Crow, as we know, does like to cycle between a handful of themselves. So, what is
There's one thing that I'd like to about these that they do have their own flavors, non-stop aggression so I'm excited to see who's going to be able to not only employ their own but also make adjustments.
Yep, let's hopefully see what's going on. I'm looking at their character selections right now. It got me a little bit worried out here. We'll see if that ends up being the case, but I mean, looking forward to it.
And there's a bit of an interesting team dynamic going on. Okay, no, they switched back. Do me for a loop.
And, like, there's no freaking way Crow is playing that. I don't think anyone plays that game.
Maybe preparing for the ratio tourney that already happened. I understand.
What we do another one of those Z30?
I mean, I know a lot of people received it pretty well, and we did get some feedback, and definitely in the cards for us, and we're planning phases to try and do that. Hopefully soon. Too.
Yeah, we can fit in one once a season, right? You know, once every 12-ish weeks could be viable. Yeah.
Definitely. So I don't want to make any promises, but it is something the team that brought it together. Myself, Lot Lily, Krakenagis, we've all just intermittently discussed it on how that went. Provided that we can and we have the time to do it, we have been discussing and making adjustments. Hopefully, so stay tuned for that.
All right, you hear that, viewers? Make your voices heard and tell them that we got to get more ratio tournaments. Tell them I don't want to fight any more Yumi Adachis when I enter these things.
Exactly.
Yeah, no more Chies too. Get that character out of here.
I agree, but fortunately, that's our breaks. We are running a normal tournament tonight, and we will be getting right. And we do see an Adachi on screen. Actually, oh, never mind. We're getting Ragna mirror.
Yeah, Defter Crow going with the Akati Ragna. Guzman handing the controller to Master Cheap. You know, obviously, you've never seen Cheap commentate and be on stream at the same time. So this must be a Swapperoonie. Let's see how it goes. Guzman is not known to have a Mika, as far as I know.
Hey, remember last time that he brought it out? The kindest way I can put it is that it underperformed. Right? You know, that was weeks last time that happened. So hopefully, they do have some sauce available to them. And going right into it, game one.
All right, already a awful start. Getting hit by the raw 5B. Oh, that's a good bit of damage into the corner. We got the loops. Go 5C right to the dome.
Going for raw 5C, and Guzman is already in the red. Can't take another hit and gets another 5C. Guzman's not ready for it and already down. Only 10 seconds have passed, and it's just down to Guzman's solo Mika.
Yeah, Guzman missing out on the 2-way confirm. Now just kind of slapping it out and getting duffed once more by the raw 5B. Good damage coming through from Akati. Unblockable. Ooh, good push block. Very last second.
We go for a little bit of that stall, but a good push block. Just trying to make their way in and make this comeback happen. Really getting some good damage on the board. Nice 4.4k, but just gets opened over that 4K.
It's okay. Crow not able to hit the golden ratio, not able to get the loop, but gets to pick up down here anyway. Drops another combo. Never mind. Oh no, he
happened, but just gets hit with the raw deep. Oh, already up game one.
All right. Well, Guzman not really getting a chance to manage their HP at all during that game. 2-5 to the dome will do that to you. No chances to burst. Getting stuck with solo Mika right away. Chief out here in the chat going, Guzman, stop using 2-way as a poke. I agree. I think also if you're gonna throw it out, you gotta confirm off it, man. You can't just tick throw, or you can't just throw it out and just wait for them to recover after hit's done, you know?
I want to say I want to have some faith that there's some things cooking, but just oh no, Guzman trying to match Detective Crow and running the full pure mirror.
All right, Guzman definitely trying to match the energy. Going with the mirror match. Akatsuki's a bit easier to play than Mika, right? So probably might work out.
I think so. Like, Akatsuki is one of those characters that just works with anyone in the game. So I can imagine. I want to say that Guzman's at least entertain the character at the very least. Hopefully they're able to more successful.
Yeah. Oh, we got no confirms out here, man. Looking like Street Fighter, just pokes into nothing. Ooh, good crush on the throw attempt. Guzman, yeah, we know those. We're from SoCal. We can get quarter. Oh, not quite.
Pressure getting a nice throw opening and a burst punish as well. Guzman already looking a lot better on Akatsuki than how the Mika was doing. Got pretty nicely. Take him to the corner, but jumps right out.
Oh no, Guzman misspacing his own 5B, not able to get the hit, and unfortunately going to be stuck in the corner for that. Crow probably gonna be able to kill here with 4 bars. Ooh, just gonna steal the other character instead. Hang on, it's red.
Yeah, just barely staying alive, but Guzman able to navigate out of the corner. Only trying to make a comeback happen, but just the risk DP unfortunately allows Crow.
Alright, so when Guzman loses this game, you think we're getting Ruby?
One could hope, but a nice 5B, trying the needle, be able to kill this Ragnar right here. No meter, or just 1 meter needed actually.
Yeah, but I mean now Crow has a resonance of their own. Is going to be able to try to set it up with the EX Fireball, but Guzman with the clean jump over. Both these characters now just gotta try to mix without the sauce. Oh, a Tatu frame trapping Detective Crow.
Didn't believe in the confirm, and yeah, just slowly, I believe this is just a one-touch situation for both sides at this point, but just trying to make something happen here. Good air-to-air counter confirm, and Detective Crow up 2 games.
Definitely the Akatsuki JA fueling the propaganda train that it is, you know, a secretly good button.
You know, it's a Ryu jumping medium. Like I don't think it can be even in a volatile game like BBTAG.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, there we go. Just like we were saying, Guzman switching over to the main stuff, the Yang Ruby. But we'll be too little too late. Jesco does have 2 losses that they can potentially use to figure things out.
And there's one thing I want to mention about Guzman is that they dabble with Ragnar, but this is their tried and true team, and I think we're going to get a solid showcase of how comfortable they are.
Yeah, I can't believe Yang got hit by Rang the 5 key, but still ended up sliding past. But now, yeah, this is kind of where Guzman's really comfortable, right? Using Ruby 4P as a wall, backing them into the corner and just starting to run this normal Loki. Oh, missed the end here and now getting sandwiched for their troubles. But happy birthday incoming! No, Akatsuki falls out.
Just not quite enough, but Guzman is on full offensive right now, not letting Detective Crow out of this corner and just keeping the pressure, but solid defense so far by Detective Crow.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday's dropped on both sides, but what can Ruby do to stop Ragnar from beating up on Yang? The answer is not much. Going to be getting hit on her own, and now stuck in another corner situation. Crow crushes, late overhead. What a blue beat pickup.
Excellent awareness by Crow, and just wants to DP out just to keep the Ragnar a bit healthier, but a good counter hit, fade away, working out and getting some of the nice 8-touch combos, and dead Ruby.
Yo, Akatsuki king the skies. Ruby, get out of here.
Akatsuki discussion, does he grab on opening? I don't think it's going to kill this fight yet, and not going to have the meter. Definitely a one-touch situation for Guzman from here on out. How much activated?
Just pay, yeah, absolutely. Ragna's hella dead, right? You can just dump the bar? Oh no, still gonna live with a little bit.
Not quite yet, but it's going to be a one-touch situation. Honestly, both of those characters gets out with an EX one side, but it's really scary. Even though Guzman has a solo situation, no, you can't do that. I'm not going to say SoCal is immune to that, but like Guzman's going to be ready. Come on.
There's so many things that loses to too. If Yang's swinging on 5B, she just armors through and punches Ragnar in the mouth. Ambitious for sure. And your foolish ambitions have been laid to rest as Guzman finally takes the game.
If anything, I understand. You know, you have at least 2 games to. You gave up 1. I'm hoping Detective Crow kind of realizes, okay, no, it didn't work. Let me just close this out.
Detective Crow's just trying to milk the pot, trying to increase the number of dollars in that Matcherino. Exclamation mark Matcherino for those in the chat. So, you know, respect the hustle. Still got another game to give, but has to start locking it down. Ooh. Nice navigation away from the 4P. Neutralizing a lot of the CC. Good stuff on Detective Crow. The air to air? The pickup? Nah. Uh-oh.
The pressure's on. And yeah, already Ruby out. A little bit of health just left on the table for them. But nice counter hit,
Yep.
but no, good enough throw. Tiger Crow is like, despite everything, is really liking this thing.
Guzman letting Crow out of the corner, getting like stuffed once more by the JA. Oh, but not that time, no. Using the buzzsaw to great effect. But Crow fighting their way out. Gonna try to get a sandwich situation. Guzman, what are you grabbing? Just sit there.
Not working out too well for Guzman. Thankfully, the Yank stays alive, but it's going to be a scary
Kill
situation.
him.
But it's the raw super semblance activated, and Akatsuki is down for that. Gotta keep it out
Crow.
when you see that Yang in the red.
Yeah, Detective Crow, a little bit too ambitious on there. Oh, not gonna be able to switch in time. Very luckily for Detective Crow. One more chance. What a throw in the middle of that buzzsaw! Oh no,
Unfortunately, not working out, and I think that might be curtains for Guzman. No, Spencer.
Not if Crow doesn't finish the combo. Okay, barely builds the bar in time.
That's enough, and Detective Crow not messing around after the failed phone attempt and taking 2-1 over.
What an extremely dicey combo route to go for, especially in those situations. You spend that first bar, you're in meter game penalty for a little bit, and then you're just really hoping you get the smidge enough, and luckily for Detective Crow, able to get the super at the very last second.
Thankfully, it all worked out for them, but Guzman's not out of it just yet, being down the losing bracket. They still get a chance to make it out alive, but given some of the caliber of competition.
I mean, Guzman taking the first step of their journey of 1,000 miles. Got a lot more games to play if they have a hope of making it to the grand finals, but that'll be a journey that will take place off stream for a bit as we move on to our next match. Looks like it'll be Renix and Fishlicker.
Renix has we're getting quite a few contests. Renix running Anji Ragnarok. I'd say for both characters it's a bit, I'd say, unconventional in terms of team composition, but Renix makes it work. They have a lot of scrambling situations that they like to be in, and they know how to capitalize off of it. You know, they do like to add in a healthy amount of BM into it of Kanji's EX command. Well,
Renix is definitely a very seasoned player of this team. They don't necessarily have like the best synergy all around, but I think Renix, like with a lot of characters in this game, Renix is very proficient at using the tools available to them to get the game plan they want. And I think especially when they're not playing into zoners, it works out decently well.
Definitely. I think one of the really strong things about Renix is just once they're able to get in, they're able to just maintain that pressure.
Get ready.
Yep, definitely very proficient at using Ragna and Kanji's relatively like safe and space normals to like kind of enforce that frame trap game. And I will say one of the best things they're good at is using Kanji's 4P for OP situations. And Ragna 5P as like a replacement for neutral, because it is just a rush forward 5P, but very active, goes pretty far, and definitely on hit, gives Kanji what he needs.
Very good. And one of the things I know we've talked about just in general gameplay of Renix, but Fishlicker playing Blake, a pretty evasive character overall. So I think it's going to be hard for Renix to lock him down. Fight it a lot. Good defense of the Gauntlet Hades, but no proper punish.
Yeah, Fishlicker a little bit slow on these Gauntlet Hades, has blocked them twice, but not capitalizing on Renix going for the full extension every time. Now this time just keep it simple, go take the corner stop. Oh, good tech chase using the super jump air dash macro, but unfortunately not going to be able to take the kill. And no, a whiff button into a reset. It's going to be the end, I think, of Blake. Go to super early, not letting Fishlicker burst. Oh, not and just Yang.
Also solo Yang. Yeah, unfortunately with that DP, you got to be a little ready for it. As far as I know, Kanji is effectively plus after that.
Yeah. So what happens after Kanji DP, right? If you make contact with it, he enters like basically a counter, like a state as if he countered you, and he's invulnerable all the way to the end. By the way, speaking of unique things, what is going on with this Ragnar combo? This is completely new to me.
A little
Ooh.
saucy, I'd imagine. Gotta go for a grab reset? No dice here. Up
Yeah.
Resonance, last chance to probably do so. But just getting flipped by that Ragnar 6P and Renix taking the
Yeah, Renix showing their proficiency using all of ranked assists at the very end there. Taking that first game pretty cleanly. Very unfortunate start for Fishlicker. Definitely like had good positions, had like ways of taking the lead, but unfortunately, losing Blake right away gave them a lot less leeway in terms of being able to manage the HP of their characters.
Unfortunately, yeah, just couldn't really make something happen there, but hopefully now Fishlicker can take a little bit of and reassess the situation, especially with that solid defense that they had at the beginning of this set. I'd imagine that I can imagine that they'll.
Yeah, well, part of the defense is also just taking the offense after successfully defending something right there, able to block the cross, but still getting gripped. Oh, another almost good block. But part of the defense as well is knowing when to burst, when to give it up.
Right. Nice opening. Good confirm as well. A little bit of an awkward timing on it, but just ultimately worked out.
Yeah, Fishlicker looking a little bit bit shy today, a little bit slow, but getting the hits, not quite capitalizing as well as they should. Oh no, gets cracked in the middle of that. The little maybe unintentional reset on the side of Renix. Oh man.
They're just trying to navigate the situation as best as they can. Gets a nice little combo, but the life totals are still slightly in Renix's favor. Pressure's going to be on. He's active switch. Not again. Oh wait, it worked out this time though.
Scream. All right. Not be able to switch in time. Very fortunate for Fishlicker. Might have lost Blake there. Oh, but able to get the combo thanks to hitting with the tipper of the 5B. Not enough. Oh, and then BD another command grab attempt. Renix is just going for these. Uh-oh.
Oh no,
That's
not
not the
enough
right thing
time.
to do.
Unfortunately, just that JB whip that has a decent amount of dead zone on that JB verse. So unfortunately it didn't work out, but a good DP. Do it again. It's crossed up, I think. Didn't block.
I don't know either, man. Yang was pushing him away, didn't know when the hitbox was happening, and now Redix catching on to the fact that Fishlicker's DPing all these setups, going for some Gauntlet Hay Loop. We're just styling out here, aren't we? Oh no,
Because it's the best use as you can. Spend the meter just to try and get some more damage. Spend the assist, but working out. I don't think this will kill. Oh wait, no wait, they have taken.
We got 2 bars. We got 2 bars.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm just not a believer.
Yeah, I mean, it's Blake. Oh man, you are well justified in believing she does not have enough damage to secure a kill, but just enough that time with her super. I really like Renix's, or not Renix's, Fishlicker's like kind of tech chase on the Yoki. It's definitely something that looks practiced, looks like it works, and hopefully Fishlicker can just get more of that going to kind of deter Renix kind of playing really fast and loose overall.
And one of the things that Fishlicker's doing very well is that they're using like the long range and kind of the slippery nature of Blake to just avoid Renix's offense. It worked out pretty nicely, and they got a game on the board. Hopefully they can keep that up.
But Renix out here just wants to go for as many command grab resets as possible. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't do any damage, because when you land a hit like this character not going to die, not going to build 2 bars. No, never mind, he's gone. 1, 2, no! Had to drop it early, but just gets scooped on the other side.
All of the Solo Yang once again, and Renix already starting off with the BM quite a bit. Trying to make their way do something with going to the playing Shitward, and Renix is starting to feel themselves quite a bit.
Renix is definitely, I think, maxing out their style points. Would that have been safe if Fishlicker blocked? I don't know. That looks like a funny setup though. Oh, the pickup from the Kanji 6P. Sneaky good as an assist because of how much of a knockdown leaves below. Oh man, another similar situation.
And
there we go.
Rock 2C in neutral, unfortunately didn't work out. Next on set point now. Hopefully, I mean, in the 2 games that Renix has won, it's just Fishlicker dealt with the unfortunate situation. I can imagine that they're a bit more calm. Hopefully, they're able to sustain the Blake a bit more, because that was ultimately the key to their success.
Mhm.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Hey, one more game, opening up good for Fishlicker, but unfortunately not able to confirm. Definitely feeling the damage difference out here, and no, Blake getting hit by something. Ultimately not getting comboed. Oh no, another reset coming. Yep, Fishlicker recognizing it, just deciding to burst out.
Oh, he just trying to get a scramble situation. It's a nice confirm and a happy birthday. Going to be a decent amount of damage to taking to the corner, so hopefully they can keep pressure up here. Walk out, just to try and reset the situation. Bit of a scramble.
Another throw crush, another reset. Right. Will Renix remember this time? Yang is going to be in Semlith after this. Did not remember, not respecting it at all. Now Yang gets to run free, gets to punch the assist on the other end. Oh dearie.
Free damage on the board. Keeping the pressure on. Nice throw break. Fishlicker realizing Ragnar has some of the best exchanges after a throw.
Ah, no, you're not going to get a better chance. Oh, good mash. Recognize Renix Light's going for the reset there. And now going to get a full combo because it was in semblance, but no, drops it. And instead, oh man. From bad to worse.
It's unfortunate, but it's solo Blake this time, so this is the character that got a success. So hopefully they could do something here, but this gets clipped by that 6. Not looking too good. I'd say a one-touch situation for Blake after this. Situation.
I'm just saying, solo Blake and success, but maybe in this matchup, able to get a hit. Now has a significant likelihood on Ragnar, but I mean, effectively, Ragnar still might just need one touch to kill.
Oh no! Thankfully, yeah, just right outside of boot range, but it's not looking good. Trying to get the pressure going. After
oh my god. Okay. Try this throw tech, gets this throw instead, has the bar, is able to run it out, and good to put Renix at one more touch.
That's all they need. They can play a little bit of the distance game. That's fine. It's good throw break. They are super brave for just pressing 5A after that. Throw break. Ready for it? But just
What a man. Okay.
With the 2A. It's working, Fishlicker. Fishlicker. God, I'm having.
Yeah, I see. Well, you can't say liquor too fast, right? Otherwise, it turns into a wait a minute. Am I not coming in loud enough? E30.
I think you're good. I think it's on my end.
I see. All right. Well, we got one more game coming in here. Tied up 2-2, I believe. So see who comes out on top.
And you know, as I mentioned, the big key to success on Fishlicker's has been the Blake. So hopefully they're able to maintain that. Pressure's on already.
Yeah. Okay. Renix is definitely going for these grab resets a little bit too much, and I mean, you know, Liquor has been responding in kind with the DPs, able to pause the screen right there in order to bait it out. Oh no, free DP unblockable, good stuff with the Kanji 4P. Rips a 2-way and then steals the phone. Yang coming in even off screen.
Oh, no, trying to get the pressure up. Realize a whiff assist, but yeah, Renix.
Pretty smart by Renix actually. Knew that 6P was gonna come on the other end and interrupt a attempt, but this is gonna get interrupted. No, Liquor not wanting to just super when he sees the pause screen, and now, oh man, those characters that devastatingly low life.
Pretty scary. It looks like they tried to go for a burst bait, but unfortunately, yeah, wants to keep the Blake alive in the situation, and Fishlicker fighting for their life right now. Looking good. Nice confirm.
That kind of worked out. Yeah, good concept. All right, I like this from Fishlicker. Just get your damage DHC out, let Blake play for a bit. Oh, was this too early though? Yang might get duffed. Oh, good job protecting her.
Good use of the 5B, but unfortunately, yeah, that 5B whipped, and that's going to be cursed for Blake, and it's all just solo Yang. Level 4 resonance, definitely still doable,
Oh
but
no, the unblockable, the 6B situation. Oh, that's rough.
Makes it nail biter of a set. 6 on 3.
Yeah, Kanji 6P, you know, in some respects, it's a little bit of a, you know, it's a slow projectile, not the most amazing, but for mix-up, because of that second hit on contact, because of, like, the weird angle it bounces off of, it is pretty devastating when it comes out. Super tricky. Definitely a open world of possibilities for the one on offense. And good stuff from Renix to close that one out, despite, some of the hiccups along the way. But well fought, and we'll be seeing them in the next part of our winners bracket. But before then, it looks like we got others coming up.
We'll be having Yui versus as far as I know, a new face to F brackets.
This is not burnt bread, correct?
No, this is another bread.
All right, on the family tree of like burnt bread, bread is dumb. Where do they sit?
Maybe
No one knows.
maybe the distant cousin that doesn't get talked about in family gathering.
Oh dang. Well, hopefully, they'll start making a name for themselves here. Going to be going up against Yui, the notorious Chie who terrorizes the brackets. And yeah, let's see how they do. Definitely seeing a different character choices popping up. So we'll see how that fares. It's a tall mountain to climb, but a legacy always starts somewhere.
I'm excited to see what they'll bring to the table. A pretty interesting team. I know Hyde and Katsuki, both very solid characters in their own right, but rarely seen played.
Yep. And it looks like they are from the Training Mode Network side of things. So, good to see people venturing out to the main WNF bracket from that, that sub community, and see how that goes already. Going to Yumi Akatsuki. Yui also just kind of going in already, but a clean jump in, going to get a solid damage, solid corner carry, extends it, but does not get the full knockdown.
A little drop right there, but just says clip with that 5A, and Yui getting some more of that pressure on the board here.
Oh no!
This is where things get scary.
Yep. All right. Very fortunate. Was not able to tag into Chi at the very last second. Oh no! But a little bit too antsy with the DP. Probably thought that there would have been a sandwich situation at some point, but not going to be the case. One more touch for Yui to take the kill on this character. Will they have a chance to burst? No, just to give Hyde.
Not quite. Hyde going down. Ultra Solo Akatsuki definitely doable, but level 1 Resonance isn't going to make that the best idea for them, but unfortunately the DP gets punished, and it should be turns for Yui.
Yep. Oh, Yui though, really trying to practice doing those combos instead of just going for the easy stuff. Now has to contest with a level 1 Resonance Akatsuki, but not for long as we get slapped up by the air-to-air.
Looking good. Yeah, just I can kind of see the general idea with Akatsuki has some really good support value, but can't hold her. As a point character, I think the same could. They're both what we like to call mid dispense. I think they can get the job done, but against a team like Yui's with it's you're playing a very honest team compared to Yui, who could just explode you.
You're definitely playing this team if you're coming straight from a footies like Street Fighter-esque. And I mean, sometimes that works out. You just need to hit them. Everyone's mortal on block. And making good use of these fireballs. Oh, thought that the 5P had clipped Yui. Instead, it gets counter called of their own, and now just falling victim to Yumi 5As. Oh dearie. Oh dearie.
Their burst punished as well. I'm not looking too good right now. It's a defense up, but that JC has been working out in dividends for Yui right now.
All right, a little bit of an ill-advised super off the flub from Yui. Fortunately for Yui, EX Dragon Kick has so little recovery, was able to still salvage it. And now we're just gonna drop as many combos as we can. Oh, good.
Let's see, is it for first to 10 drop combos we run maybe?
something like that, man. Yui's going for it right now, but I mean, if you're Red is them, you gotta slow it down. I think you gotta like figure out how to get past just like because what's happening right now, right? Is that it looks like Yui is just stuffing any of Red is dumb's like ways of approaching. Like Red will move forward and then meet a Yumi JA, and it's getting really hard to just even approach. And maybe part of it needs to be like, hey, how do we call my assist to like play something neutral for me?
Fortunately, goes right to the 6P, and I don't think we've seen a lot of the hiders of late, and hopefully we get to see some, but it's not looking good right now. Yui has this element for it.
Finally get some good blocks. Not committing to the assist call to keep the Benson safe. Now, all right, gets a hit. No, just kind of swings. You know what? We'll take it.
It's working out so far. She is in the red, but gets the pressure called out. They're trying to burst because that would have been proven to be fatal. And
deep jump in,
slowly making their way in.
All right. The strategy, just get enough normals to connect. Working out right now. Has Yui's characters on the ropes, but unfortunately another miscalled super might be spending the end of Akatsuki, and now you don't really have any second chance. There's no burst available. Hyde has to choose through both of these characters by himself.
The solo Hyde here.
Oh,
it's called out. All to solo Chie now, but a pretty even game. But unfortunately, when that resistance pops, good reaction though.
yeah, all right. Yui having to finally unleash their full potential. Not gonna camp for meteors. Knows that they can probably just run away from Hyde if needed. Oh, but another super coming through. One more touch. Oh no. Just like that, Yui a little bit too solid of a. All right. Could have just super. Could have just killed secured a kill in a solid way, but we can bait out reversals and ultimately take the sets 3-0 over Bredesnum.
There was a lot of things that Bred and Dumb was slowly navigating pretty well through. Unfortunately, I know they come from TMN. I know that's really meant beginners and intermediate players, but with a place like WNF, also a bit of a Shark Tank. I at the very least appreciate the courage. They had a lot of promising stuff, so hopefully we.
Yeah, the show was there. Just think, got to tighten up a little bit of the other concepts. Call a little bit more assist and neutral. Figure out how to navigate with the other assists. That seemed to be one of the biggest ways that could be improved. But I mean, good showing at least in winners bracket. Still has chances to come in and make a splash through losers. So hopefully not to be the last we see of them today. But for now, we'll be seeing some other players coming up on stream.
Like, we will be moving to winner semis this Sonic-kun versus Itsudeku. Itsudeku taking it 3-0 over Bamachunga in winners quarters, and Sonic-kun taking it 3-2 over Pro. Be here. Be interesting.
Sonic-kun showing that I was on the personal computer platform first and narrowly squeaking out their win. Let's see how they fare against our other frequent appearer, Itsudeku, who, I mean, they play a lot. They play a lot. I feel like I've seen them a little bit more recently. So hopefully that translates into some exciting gameplay.
We'll see them soon. Like they're in the bracket, most about ready to go. And speaking to their mains, for both of them and the caliber players, I don't see it any. How much?
Yep. Yeah, looks like we'll be getting into it as we are loading up that lovely match those of you sitting in the chat can load up some lovely donation pages on !Matcherino. But also, you know, lots of commands. E30 out here probably has a whole dictionary of them that can be of great entertainment value as you can participate in being the peanut gallery for these players. We're getting into it. 0-0 already. Sonic going in with the classic Heart Punch round start. And man, fists are already flying out here.
Already just being a scramble situation. And
again, no! You keep getting away with it! Every wake up super assist! It brings me so much pain, but also it's so smart. Why not just do it?
It's really solid, you know, just at the cost of 2 meter, it's either you're either plus or you get a good amount of damage on the board. So it's, I don't blame them. Oh, just, you know, I honestly did not hear or see anything.
I ET Deku responding in kind. Oh my goodness.
Good conversion as well. There's a lot of damage on the board right now. Try to call it the jump, but unfortunately not working out.
Almost had it too. Very fortunate Sonic-kun jumped slightly too late, and now, I mean, almost an even game, to be honest. Heart was a bit of a life lead, but Yang in Semblance has a lot of damage potential. Maybe not so much now. No more meter and only a crumb of life to work with. Has to get through the Heart neutral. Oh, the 4P almost spelling ET Deku soon. Whoa.
Unfortunately,
oh no.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird hit on that Ruby 4P. Off the Solar Ruby, definitely doable, but oh, just do it again.
Here's can we do? How many times can we Street Fighter Ken? Ruby, hard away. The answer is we don't need to. Anti-airs are cleanly now down to just S, trading DP for DP.
Looking good so far. This is definitely doable because it's Sonic-kun's S, but just gets a whip DP. Just going into Astral. Yeah, I understand. Spend all that time, pop off, enjoy the cinematic, and E2 Deku taking game 1.
I thought he was almost about to run out of time. The throw animation finishing just fast enough. E2 Deku clutching out that first game. Oh my goodness.
I know that Sonic-kun can really solid in Sonic. Really solid and strong off. Just E2 Deku has been doing this ages. And you know, they're not afraid to just knuckle up even against someone. Just that grit from experience and that a little bit of that bravery.
You just need to be right. Definitely lots of good air-to-airs, anti-airs, reversals throughout that entire game. Another great one right there. Gets the throw with the 60 fake out. Now, Sonic-kun's Heart on the ropes, and this character not the one with the best defensive options, especially now. No super assist on deck, not enough meter. Going to just steal the character. No, not able to pick up.
The tag S in safely, but it's not looking too good for Sonic-kun right now. And a good catch, but unfortunately no confirm. And Sonic-kun just trying to keep the pressure up in this corner.
ET Deku almost with the godlike juggles, but Sonic-kun with the great response, able to keep that burst safe, keep ET Deku in the corner. ET Deku has no fear now, knows that one more hit will put Yang into semblance, and knows that Sonic-kun can't quite kill with these resources. Although Sonic-kun's gonna try, going to build up enough bar, and very fortunate SSDP sucks, able to burst out successfully.
But Sonic-kun's S just making a lot of work right now, getting a lot of mileage off of just having around letting the Heart heal. Got back into the green, thankfully. Yeah, just calling out the wake up super, not even a lot of DHC, all of the so.
Yeah, Sonic-kun knew ET Deku was going to wake up super DHC as soon as they could. But good stuff from ET Deku, just willing to take damage on Heart, knows that she's almost gone, and knows that S can't really do much to punish Yang from that side. What a brave 5-8, interrupting before the crest pop off, and now going to be milking out a little bit more damage, put S in the corner, one touch away.
Oh, was a nice
my
affirm.
goodness.
Did he kill the S? But this is DP working out. Oh no, just
able to spike just far enough past.
A little too far for that 5-minute connect, Sonic-kun. E2 Deku, all in one touch raise. Need to be super careful. We'll take one more hit.
Definitely buying some DLC HP for her Heart. Has called her and she's gonna hit so many times, but has not perished throughout that entire set. Oh.
I'm, you know, personally with the way I used to play S. Just seeing someone just throw out 5B and neutral in that just made me really think.
Get ready.
Yeah, it's a big button if nothing else, but definitely a lot of proficiency being shown on there. Definitely very good HP management on Heart. Every time she got tagged, I'm like, you're just throwing this character away, aren't you?
Yeah.
Every time, able to live just a little bit longer.
And that's one of the things about Sonic Boom's team is just, you think, oh, now that the Hearts are going to be down and out for a bit, I'm going to be fine with S. But no, S is just as much as a threat as Heart.
Okay, sandwich situation. Okay, I like what EP Deku there interrupts, knows that you have to get something going. You can't just hold it. And now going to be rewarded in kind. Gets the classic Ruby combo, do a good grip of damage on S. Put her in another mix-up.
Defense on the empty jump low. Both characters a little bit unhealthy. Could be in contention for one-touch range. And not going to kill this fight yet, but just fully inching closer and closer to death.
I can't believe Sonic chose the back home in there. Yang 5B or 5A extremely large once she's in semblance, but I guess the back homing involved kicking in just in time. Now Ichideku needs to manage the HP of their character.
And I'd say for Ruby, it's one of the characters I feel like can contest hard in the air with how good it is. Ichideku definitely just trying to take to the skies and matching him there. And some good defensive 2-1-4 J2-1-4 A falls right there. Oh no! Oh no!
Never mind! The homing, the driving's a little bit drunken, the steering's not quite there. Ichideku's Yang lives with one more chance.
Let's make something happen. Wake up super. Gets good amount of damage, but a good DP to just stop the pressure on Ichideku. But OP is the gods.
Alright, brave DP on the side of Ichideku, just trying to keep S locked into one side, and unfortunately Yang's armor not kicking in time. DP's just to try to get something started, and it's not going to be the case. Sonic up another game.
But so far, just all these sets so far just been pretty. They're pretty scramble heavy, but I don't really see anyone just taking it. I'm really liking this back and forth.
Yep. Both these players definitely just showing high level gameplay. I mean, Ichideku has been like, I don't know, Ichideku, I would say overall has been playing like a lot more like to the matchup, like definitely showing a lot of like character matchup specific expertise. But Sonic has definitely just been a little bit more flush.
But so far, I'm getting a nice JV confirmed, but able to pop out of the corner, reads the burst, and that's going to have the Ruby be hurting quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Sonic didn't go for the full charge route. Usually you get a wall bounce after a fully charged 5B on a burst punish. But it's working out. Another semblance opportunity. Sonic putting her in a position where doesn't really have to deal with Yang, and just like that, going to neutralize the threat right away. Cross raid coming through. Oh, just barely gets the burst in time.
Out of time, it gets punished on the DP, realizing that getting the breaks is a good idea in that situation. And Sonic-Kun's defense is looking super good right now, but can't block a command grab.
Yeah, Sonic-Kun very good at blocking, very good at kind of DPing in terms of figuring out where the gaps are, but unfortunately command grabs, I would say, is probably one of their like weakest things as far as their defense.
Good all to solo Ruby in the situation. I'd say definitely the more favorite character, but just an anti-air 2-1-4 Super Sonic-Kun taking 3-1 over you.
Yeah, at that point the resource advantage is just so large you kind of send whatever, and Ichideku having to press a little bit more than you maybe want to in that situation pays the price, and is eliminated from winner's bracket. But we'll surely see them more in the loser side of things. Good showing from both of our players. As Sonic-Kun back in the pole position once again, sitting inside of your winners finals.
And we'll be moving to, I'd imagine we'll be moving to finding out Yui's opponent between Yosro and Renix. Imagine they'd hopefully be wrapping up.
They just finished up. It's Yosoro versus Yui.
I think this is also a good time. We're about an hour into the night. Good time to reach point. Matcherino, Matcherini, Macchiato, Master Cheap, whatever it may be. Donate there. Unfortunately, we don't have any codes, but you can contribute as much as you like. And leave a message for us for one of us to read, provided that doesn't get us canceled. So, yeah, contribute to the Matcherino. The players will appreciate it. Top 3 will be paid out. So, feeling generous enough, you can donate as much as you like and leave a message.
All right, absolutely. Yeah, Matrino for everybody. If you're looking to play, if you're looking to follow along as we're advancing through bracket, exclamation mark bracket will also bring you to a page of relevance, aka our start.gg, where you can see how things are going. And if you're feeling spicy and you want to sign up in the future, you too can join the rumble that is Wednesday Night Fights BBTAG on both PlayStation and personal computer platforms.
Getting into it, Yosho versus Yui. Both of them playing some pretty solid teams overall, and I think it's definitely a momentum thing. See who kind of takes that first pick.
Yeah, I'll say definitely in this sort of matchup. Honestly, like Uedachi, pretty cheap, but definitely I think more solid than the other team if we're comparing like level of cheapness. Yui has a lot more explosive potential with the Chie Yumi, but with Yosura, the way he likes to play, he likes to get this knockdown, likes to set up the mix-up, the B-side, the BZOs, and just try to pressure you to death.
Press on the 5-8 there, just got some of that stagger pressure from Yui. Getting a good amount of damage on the board. I believe this should be a kill.
I wasn't going to believe you, but yeah, that's going to be a Resonant Super and another 3K coming in from the other side. Yumi is dead. Gone. Out of here. Deceased. What? Alright, we talked a lot about how Adachi kind of combos, the kind of combo themselves is kind of like autopilot. That was an insane JA conversion. Able to get the pickup.
Even the pressure of the meteors are out. This is, I'd say, one of the great equalizers, but a good timing on the two-way press to be able to just close out here with a crossfade.
Yotaro keeping it simple and keeping it clean. Definitely some very good counter, very good Abare during that set, interrupting both with Adachi 5A and U2A in that match.
I know you mentioned before. I think I'd say there's these two teams are very. I think it's just a matter of what flavor of on a team that's pretty well-rounded and still does. I mean, as we saw, this team can do 13K with Uedachi, or do you just want to explode them off?
Yeah, for sure. Two different flavors of quote-unquote degenerate gameplay out there. Currently, Team Stable's got one up over Team Cheese. See how it goes over. Already, you would take a little bit more of an aggressive approach. Just press jump forward JA, and would no punish? Had the what's the phrase? Rolled in their oyster? Someone help me out here.
Hold on a platter.
There's one of these idioms that has to do with oysters, right?
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but it's a loot. It's a
That's what it is.
It's different. Yeah, that's different. That doesn't apply here.
The energy feels like it should be the same. I don't know. What an insane air-to-air, able to interrupt the meteors. 2 bars spent just like that. And look at that. Sometimes when the DP whiffs completely, you can actually punish GA counters. Surprise.
A little bit of a tight window to do so, but definitely doable. Yosuro.
Oh no, that's not going to work. But only takes a chrono damage. Probably a fair trade given the amount of meter you had.
Yosuro just doing pretty well on the Bari, just calling a lot of the Tiger Pressure setups. Well, this time.
And look at that. We're talking about how this team still does a lot of damage because they're always getting so much meter from these on-block sequences.
So far, Yosuro's in. Trying to keep the pressure up. So far, just getting clipped by the AZO, and this should be curtains for Yui and Game.
definitely saw the vision on the side of you. You want to start moving out. You want to not be, you know, you avoided the U5, you avoided the U slide, and you know you feel like you can maybe get out of the whole cross combo sequence. But Adachi, AZ, like you can still recover in time to pick up after the AZO, and it's just you're always locked down, man. Even when it looks like both the opponent characters are in recovery.
Definitely just the what angle does Yosro do? What angle does Yosro want to approach? You just gotta hold.
Yeah, never a great time to escape against the Uedachi pressure. So, you know, sometimes you just have to wait till that bar goes all the way down. But they always steal another turn some way somehow. Just like that, stealing another hit in the middle of that. Are starting to take their own turn though? Going to take some plus turns from the from the B punch. Now, finally going to see if we can get some of the Yumi GA cheap stuff going.
The highest time unfortunately dropped and just getting grabbed for their troubles. And all Yosro needs, I know we mentioned that, you know, Yumi Chie, all they need is one touch in an ideal situation. But the same thing could be said about Udachi. You know, all they need is one touch to just maintain momentum.
Yep. Alright. Yui trying to play a little bit more solid there. Unfortunately, the BZO is still active enough to give a good punish. And, oh man, Lockdown City. Yui's taking permanent residence over here in the left corner.
Oh, get too good against a counter hit 5A, and yeah, just I think at that point it's just Yusui want to die with the amount of meter on board, and Yui decides to try to make this comeback with the.
Alright, we're trying to finally get out, trying to finally sell that property to someone else. Moving it back to the mid screen, see if we can start getting some momentum going. What a match by Yosuro!
Let it rip, and that's good. Oh no, just one more situation. Want to seal their fate? It's going to be sealed with an empty jump low, and Yosuro. Oh, over.
The bank's saying, no, man, you got to keep that property, man. I'm not buying it. Putting Yui back over there and dominating win, to be honest, for that last one. Oof.
Yui will be going down into finals, or it'll be Sonokun versus Yosuro. I believe. Where it's a, I think, 10, 11 person bracket tonight. So, moving on pretty swimmingly. We are in top, or we've been in top 8, we're winning. Moving down to loser side of top. Matches will be Guzman versus Renix, and on the other side, Boba Chung.
Going to be some exciting matches that to look forward to. Guzman Renix, I'm definitely looking forward to multiple attempts at stealing phones. We about to look like a Walmart on a Black Friday out here. And obviously Bumachunga, a pleasure to see. I think they and Detective Crow will probably fight it out a lot on PSN, and it'll be good to see how they fare here in the lands of PC BBTAG.
Looking good. Renix was almost quick to the draw with trying to call Guzman to their match. Hey, wait, do things over here? Okay. You're going to have to wait a little bit.
Yeah. The problem with making it through winter so fast, you got a little bit of downtime. That just means you can play more matches, you know, unfettered by the constraints of waiting for the stream, unfettered by needing to go back into the lobby every time. So you know, if you're out there, you're waiting, you get some matches in, you get some practice. But for those who are still in bracket, you gotta bear with us as we get the top 8 settled here. So yeah, it looks like it'll be Bumba and Detective Crow waiting it out. See how this goes. Detective Crow looking like they're bringing Adachi to the table. And is this their main thing? This is their main team, right? It's not Jerry who plays Hazama, correct?
Yeah, not Jerry is the one who plays. They, as far as I know, they primarily play Hazama.
Okay. For some reason, the two players get hashed in the same bucket in my mind. Maybe it's because they're both on PSN so often and are frequent participants there.
It's alright.
Adachi Ragna coming through. Definitely, much like you, Adachi, a lot of the block train to death sort of situations can occur. Ragna a little bit more push blockable, but you don't need to do sustained pressure if you just hit with the first mix-up.
Probably looking similar to the first game when Detective Crow was fighting Guzman, but Momochunga just getting stuffed out. Unfortunately, that whipped, and I think that's curtains for it. Unfortunate.
Layers of just misfortune right there for sure. The combo dropping into actually no, that's a DP. That's the most ambitious phone steal I've ever seen, man. He wasn't even on the screen when he went for that and taking the first game to go.
I understand the logic and the process behind it, but just the follow through was unfortunately not there. Hopefully, Momochunga. This is kind of the name of the game. Just stuff out the opponent with their just unrelenting offense. The opponent just doesn't get a chance to breathe. We saw that in full effect with that game. Hopefully, Momochunga can hopefully slow things down a little bit and able to get some games on.
Yeah, Bumla. I mean, everyone loves seeing Labber's gameplay going through, and right now the game plan is starting to come into effect. Able to get the corner carry. Red Axe is on the table. You just need one hit. Oh, and that's going to be part of it. Yeah, DC's early in order to keep it first safe, but unfortunately, the hit was a little bit too funky. It does not able to cash out. Oh no.
All that work to get to Red Axe is no longer there. No, that's hella plus! No, you're getting punished for that, but thankfully the AZ went the other way. What's wrong with this character?
What is wrong with it? I mean, to be fair, it's only like +4. It's not that plus, but plus is plus enough. Goodbye, Jin. Down to just Labras, and I'm sorry, I don't think your girl's gonna be able to do it.
I want to believe in her so bad, but just whatever they did turn this game is just so ass. And bro, just taking the momentum off of that unfortunate super miss at the beginning. Already up to.
What an unfortunate miss indeed. Ah. Yeah, you hate to see that, right? Because that's like 7, 8, 10k damage just thrown into the void right there off of a misconfirm. And he did everything right too, right? CCing early to make sure that any burst would get punished. But it's just sometimes not to be.
Yeah,
but I mean,
it's unfortunate. I definitely think that it's either just maybe a little too quick on the draw, or just too close to the corner for that thing to happen. But it's just, oh man, I like, as much as I love Lavish as a character and I played her in P4A, just I will maintain the narrative. This character.
He's got to work a bit more in this game. We'll see if that can start, some of that work can start showing up here, though. Able to get the first hit yet again, and now able to go into Adachi. Oh, the clean punish. No burst on the table for Detective Crow, so Lava's going to get a full combo here. Probably get 2 Red Axe and get a good OP situation. And just let the 6 speed do the work. Has to spend the bar to stabilize, but you'll take that. Keep the burst off the table. What a good JC!
That was some really nice work from Momochunga, and just this is a bit of momentum that Momochunga really likes as well. Oh yeah, definitely going to kill actually. Ultra Solo Adachi, the reversal of fortune here.
Oh no. That's a lot of free damage on Labras. Not really contestable. Hello, Jin? Alright, we do it again.
DP that time. Just right on time for the confirm. A little late on it. Getting a good confirm this time. Ultra Soul Labras. Very healthy character, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle to say the least. And,
yeah,
good.
Especially like that. That's a lot of damage coming on the Labras. I think she's going to live, but now you're giving Adachi the license to do real Oki, and yeah. The only bit of HP that matters is the last point, and unfortunately right there. Didn't matter how much of a life lead you had, you're still 2 combos away. And Adachi very capable of getting those 2 combos. And with that, Detective Crow moving on 3-0. That is That feels bad.
It's a heartbreak. Oh,
Definitely felt Bumba maybe like playing a little too fast, like at the end, because once Adachi was in Resonance, Bumba still had those 2 bars, and you know that Bumba really likes going for the togas with Jin. And I would like to see him like wait it out a little bit more, right? Because if you start pressing the advantage too much, you know that Crow knows that you're going to try to just super and get that last little bit of damage. So he's going to be playing pretty defensively, trying to Adam Smasher it at some point, right? So you gotta match that pace, wait for that resonance to run out, and steal the hit at the very end and keep your Jin healthy, right?
that's definitely. I know there's a running gag that goes around that. All Adachi is a mid display. So I think there's definitely in those situations you can definitely just let the resonance run out, just down back. Take an AZ or two, put it on block, and just wait for it to run out, just so that Adachi is that much. Eventually, go in and secure.
That'll be it for Bumba Chunga. We'll be getting our next side of the bracket queued up for you. But thanks, Bumba, for participating today. Hope to see you in future weeks. And hopefully with less dire circumstances occurring to your character. It's how it goes.
In a game like BBTAG, it's just, this game is extreme. But there's going to be sets, there's going to be games that's going to. I'd say, I think it's almost a requirement for the accept that those games and those sets.
Yeah, sometimes it just be like that, right? Sometimes you just get smoked, you just get top decked, and that's how it goes. Bumba admitting in chat, kind of played like ass. That last game, a little bit ass. I'll be frank, since you're admitting it, but it happens sometimes. That game too, not your fault. That's the character's fault.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's your fault because you picked the character, but that we don't gotta talk about that.
I will say, in this day and age, with character choices and the I think I'm going to have to disagree with you on it.
Well, as that may be, getting into game 2 here, or getting into our next match of the day. Speaking of ass characters, Kanji, kind of an ass character, Still out here, putting in work, still in your top 8. Redix Guzman Gaming, let's get it.
I did not see who Guzman was on this time, so it's a bit of a wild card, just like Exclamation Point Guzman did. Okay, just sticking with their main team, realize that, Renix isn't here to play either, and hopefully they don't get toyed with.
Oh, well,
Not a good start.
No, absolutely. In the good bit of unrecoverable health right away, and I mean, now you can see. Oh no, we're still going to go for the resets. I was about to say, Renix is going to play a little more on a straight and narrow, but no, we reset everybody. Guzman, you hold back to block. Stop, disrespect nothing. No,
Guzman,
no!
We're seeing shades of critical existence failure come out today, and unfortunately getting command grabbed as well. It is not looking good for Guzman Gaming right now.
Guzman too busy looking at the eBay auctions, not looking at the screen, not looking at what's happening to Ruby Rose. All right, avoid is perfect. Here's where it starts.
You can still maintain your pride. Oh no, just goes for a 8 JC there, but unfortunately the 9 JC didn't come out, and takes a good amount of momentum on the board, but unfortunately will be squashed here.
Yeah, no resonance left for Guzman. Has meter, but Ruby's not exactly like use meter to get big damage kind of character. We're like probably looking at least 10 hits.
Most likely. And they do have the meter to cash out into 2360, which is a pretty nice tool for meter dumping, but won't exactly have the luxury of that all the time, but slowly but surely trying to make this comeback out.
Yeah, Renix not having a burst available has to take the full damage of that combo. Not too much damage, and if you're Renix, I mean, now you got the meter available. You can start really playing recklessly if you need to. Okay, just take your turns. Ooh, another hit for Guzman, gets a DP.
Starting hard, bring back in the run, a little risky, but the JC comes out, and
It's not risky if it works.
I understand just the raw JC. I play Celica. I do that all the time.
I think we're talking about different classes of moves here, right? Celica JC hits high a little bit faster. There's not that many things that have like one hit of armor in this game too, right? The multi-hit doesn't matter.
But all in all, unfortunate. A bit of a just the full memento of Renek's side at the take down like was
Didn't even let Yang hit semblance, man.
yeah.
That was crazy.
Well, Ruby, can't
And
escape
hopefully
from
they're
crossing
able. Hopefully Guzman can keep their Yang alive a lot longer this time in these opening moments. Already getting a nice tap, so this is a good start.
Good pickup after the 4P. Now gets to play the game for a bit. Oh my god. The chair being threatening Yang into Kanji. I think Yang probably does pretty good in this matchup. And yeah, that's going to be a good start for Guzman as well. Going to catch out that meter. Might be able to kill if we can extend here.
Definitely going to be able to. I can switch. Immediately go into super. All of the solo Ragna on Exile. This is a bit of a reversal of fortune for the first game. Now on this side, Renix with the Kanji early on.
Yep.
Guzman looking a lot more comfortable now. TP just to stop the offense a little bit and just trying to keep it cool.
Okay, a little bit ambitious with the Gauntlet Hades there. Just gets stuffed by the assist call. Guzman, one more chance. No, the run up.
Keep the pressure up, keep that at bay. Assembly or Resistance has been popped, but just trying to keep it as low as possible and making sure Redix can't use as much time as possible. Looks like trying to make something happen, but just slowly. Resistance over now. Pressure back on.
Rex, unfortunately now not gonna have as much like kind of chip damage, life gain stuff on the table. Might just lose their character here. No, not gonna be able to get it. And yeah, Guzman waited out, play patient, take game 2.
Excellent hit on the brakes and just a really solid momentum shift. I think they both have their general quote-unquote wink. A matter of the tug of war of who gets it.
Yep. All right, tying it up 1-1. I mean, we've both had a game where, you know, we've lost our point character right away, basically. Renix putting up a little bit more of a struggle through that. But HP management at the forefront right now. See if we can get both these players to manage their point players a little bit better. Definitely has been a very just run through the team kind of game so far.
All right, let's show 'em what we're made of.
Well, Ruby,
Guzman,
you having fun yet?
Renix
Of course.
have a game on the board.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
See how they'll start. They both have a pretty eccentric opening, but like Renix
Wow.
gets draws first blood.
Yeah, oh man, very fortunate, able to get good bits of damage with the Kanji 5Bs. But now, gonna be put in a bit of an OP hole. Gonna be, having to get their burst back soon if they want Kanji to live. Gonna have one more chance thanks to Guzman playing the combo short. It's still really hard. Oh no, got burst! Gotta save him.
Oh no, counter anti-air Gala Hades working out. Ruby are hurting unit quite a bit. A little bit of a side switch, but able to keep it in the corner. Oh no, Guzman chill. Okay. I always get scared because sometimes people just try and run in after the first hit. But Guzman, also a Ragna player, so just have the awareness.
Probably just gonna do one super, let Ruby return some health in the back. Has to just do Oki without the assist. Oh, but able to get the pickup now. See if Renix is gonna burst. Yes, absolutely. You'd rather have Anchor Ragna than Anchor Kanji, and you know what? He's gonna be showing up as Anchor Ragna. Kanji going down.
For the 4P again, working out really nicely, and Guzman just really getting a lot of mileage off of these, like super jump or like jump cross up 4Ps, just catching Renix on a lot of opportunity. I don't know if they're getting crossed up or maybe getting their up back caught up. Yeah. That Ruby 4P is like, you know, it's not now. It's okay 4P right, but it's pretty close. Like I'd say it's in contention for one of the best in the game. Especially with
It's definitely a very effective like wall for sure.
Especially with the way Guzman uses it. I know we've commented in the past that Guzman just has pro tag privilege. So they're able to just get a lot. They get a lot of mileage.
Absolutely.
It's last
Going
chance to see this
to
bracket.
game 4.
Get ready. Get ready.
They're able to make something happen here because this is their last chance. Guzman looking pretty strong, has a lot of momentum. If Rennick is able to take.
Yeah, I'll take you on. The next time you want to challenge.
Yeah, I
me,
think, you know, just much like the other
Okay.
previous games, like Renix definitely got caught a little bit, you know, without their bursts for a bit. And Kanji, you know, ended up not having a lot of HP left, made it very difficult to use like assists when playing as Ragna. So for your Renix, right, definitely something to look out for as a way of turning the tides of the next match. See if we can get another reset on Guzman. Now this may be where it starts. Guzman
Oh, no,
still doesn't
Guzman!
know.
Guzman
Got hit with it
kill.
4 times.
Oh no, almost got caught by the. Look at that, showing for B. Looking too good right now.
Oh boy, dude, she's getting essentially the IKEA showroom. Another grab. Oh my god, no, Guzman.
Oh, this is a momentum shift that Renix needed, and Ruby not going down just quite yet, but just getting really close. Oh no, DP whipped. Off the solo Yang. This is Guzman's character, but unfortunately, I don't think we'll be getting that reality.
My god. You know, Renix gets these, like, you know, these grappler games, so to speak, like, relatively, like, it doesn't happen a lot. I mean, you know, this bracket is showing otherwise, right? But when when is the kanji resets start flowing, oh man, it looks real unfair.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty egregious when it happens. Just like there's no way out. As far as I know, there's a couple answers, but that just doesn't. It doesn't mean you're out of the woods this year, because even though you're not getting reset, as far as I know, you're still in a. All you can do is just knuckle down and pray for your own safety.
For sure. All right, one more chance, game 5 for Guzman. Let's see how that goes.
You can stabilize here. Gotta go for an EX dive grab, but unfortunately not working out. But TRM call out is good, and this could be the good momentum shift of things.
Kanji definitely a pretty good character at getting those TRMs because of how fast he moves on his initial, naturally on his throw animation. So making good use of that. Unfortunately though, losing the momentum right now and getting combo to the corner. Guzman's going to be setting up the classic Okizeme. Where are we going? The blocks?
What's up the low? Try to go for a grab. But unfortunately not working out. We're getting put back in the corner. Good throw bait, but unfortunately no punish. Try to call something out, but good DP will put the brakes on Guzman's offense.
Yeah, the 2A challenge getting crushed by the Yang JC. Now, both players pretty even. This has been the most, like, kind of stable, normal game we've seen so far in the set. Oh, but that's about to change right now. Renix going to get a full combo on Ruby, going to get a good bit of life left. Ooh. What's going on here? All right, we're keeping it simple. I was afraid there's going to be some insane reset I've never seen before. No, no, that doesn't work. That don't work.
It hasn't worked. I know a lot of people want to go for the phone steal, but you're going against someone from SoCal that likes to go for phone steals. It's not going to be the best time unless you really hard condition it.
If there's a population of people who are, you know, well aware of the trauma of getting hit by the Ragna Super, it is people from Southern California.
Absolutely. Renix just ran up and grabbed. And all up to solo Yang now. Just right outside of residence, unfortunate for Guzman. But here it is.
Oh no! You can
Oh,
see
no!
it! Saw it going! Ragna barely alive.
Slowly just trying to make their way in. Gets offensive, but no! Gets caught by the air grab, and that should be curtains for Guzman.
That'll be it. Renix very good at using the EX or using the air command grab to kind of alter their momentum in after blocking something. I noticed it like twice in that set, right? He kind of used the air grab as a way to just like get out of jail, reposition yourself somewhere safer. Definitely making good use of it right there in the clutch to take the game. Yeah, good stuff to Renix moving forward.
Breaks for Guzmans, they are out of it. He will be moving on to, I believe. Bracket, yeah. Moving out to lose quarters, and we'll be having Detective Pro versus
Pro Yui going to be definitely a bit of a slobber knocker. Both strong players, and let's see how that goes. Yui didn't really get a chance to show off their stuff running into the buzz hall that was Yosuro using Bizio. And I'm surprised that Crow doesn't seem to be locking in an Adachi in this situation, but maybe he knows something I don't.
Well, we'll see. Detective Crow has entertained this team quite a bit, so it's something that they something that have brought out and has gotten some success from it. So hopefully they can make some. See that how they're able to adjust to Yui. As mentioned, a very explosive player. And it's if I want to be a little cynical about it, it's basically team one touch against team.
Yeah, there's definitely there's a rife unblockable potential on Detective Crow's team. We'll see if we can get that to come into effect. Right now, Yui doing a good job just kind of denying that from getting started. And you know what? You might just lose the game right here. No! Not able to pick up afterwards.
Going some B-Talk to neutral, trying to make their way in. But slowly but surely trying to make something happen. It's a nice 5C, going to cash out the meter. Good amount of damage on the board. Detective Crow, one of the things about this team too is that there's two-sided unblockable situations. So we'll see if Detective Crow is able to.
Alright, gonna get the mark, gonna get another touch available. Hard tags right away, knows that one more hit here is gonna spell the death of one of Yui's characters. And yeah, that'll be it. So if you're asking, you want $1 or $2? I'd rather have two in this situation, right? You get your touches easily. You don't have to have the initial investment of 4 bars. So yeah, $2 coming right through. Going to be taking that to the bank, cashing out, taking the first game.
Yeah, really nice work from Crow. I remember them bringing out this team at a Big A several weeks ago. They showed a lot of signs of promise of this team, and they're working out pretty nicely. They didn't, this team has like 2 big win conditions: go for the marks and the kills, or I feel like you could also just go for the unblockable loop them, or hard to blockable them to death if you.
Yeah, it's. I think it is unblockable, but there's obviously a lot of player input to make sure you get the timing right. Honestly, what I saw in that match, Detective Crow was very good at just using Tatsu to break through. Yui interrupted it once and got a happy birthday, but has not been able to capitalize. And just like that, Tatsu, neutral god? Ooh.
Maybe already hurting units so far, but Yui's going to get things started, but missing the 5B somehow. But this could be the pressure and the mentorship that they needed to get things started here.
But unfortunately, that CC coming in at the worst time. Very fortunate, able to tag out before Yumi was going to be at death's door, but just like that. Back to an even-ish game. Good air there on the side of Yui, going to get in a quarter position. The fake cross-up. Oh, wait a minute. He's dead. Gets the bar just in time.
Still not completely out of it. Detective Crows. Naoto can make this happen. Technically a 3-touch game because Chie already has a mark. Going to make something happen.
Yeah. Doesn't have the bar. Not going to be able to kind of lead into a bunch of combos in a row. Had to do some normal OT, and just like that, looking a little bit worse for wear. The meteor patterns barely letting Crow get out of that safely.
Fortunately, looks like curtains, and Yui will be taking their first game on the board, and just honestly just hard fought set or game either way.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely very little fast. A lot of interactions there. Really clutch use of the Yumi 5P to get enough meter for the one touch on Detective Crow Zakatsuki. So not much you can do about that if you're Detective Crow. Sometimes you get caught by a random hit and you're like, oh no, I'm fine. He only has 3 meters. And now I'm not. So don't get hit. That would be.
It's always risky, especially against Chie, because even if they have 2 meters, like even if they're not killing you, they can go into some power charge setups and melt your health bar. Maybe not kill you, but get really close.
Power charge, even without the super, does like around 5 digits of damage for sure. Alright. But Crow going in with the early mark, I don't know if I quite agree with that just because of how you put yourself down in meter early. But when you get a high diversity, you get tons of meter, and more than enough to secure the kill here. Down to just Chie. Yeah, level 1 Resonance too.
Nicely calculated play, if anything, and it's working out pretty nicely. Detective Crow getting a good amount of damage and just super healthy characters. A little Brayman, oh my god, no, Naruto sucks! What the hell?
Oh, we're not here in Asslander. Naruto barely able to get out of that. Actually, no, Naruto's goated, man. You see that 2B? You see how far up that went? You see how dead this character is? Ooh.
I'll just say that I'm just saying that just because of just how that 5C went the other way. You know, if I want to say for a little personal anecdotal evidence, I've seen this character just not function as a mystery.
Bro, you gotta call it Mystery Racer looking at her. You know, somewhere Mystery Racer lets out a small seed going like, wait a minute, what? What are you talking shit about me for?
Yeah.
No, it's deserved though.
I agree. Call it, is Misery Razor still a command in here?
Yes.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Oh shit. We'll get there.
I got you.
There you go.
Yeah,
Alright.
exactly.
Mystery Racer, the spirit lives on in the bracket here. Another extremely aggressive top two by Detective Crow. Still working out. Gets a good trade. That trade is looking really bad.
Oh, didn't believe in the counter hit at tier 2B. Just a little bit scared of this situation. Quick block into the trap. Yumi's a hurting unit, and I think that's just going to be a dead Yumi now.
Another clean jump A from Detective Crow. Another dead character. Chie having to operate with like these little resources, like she's a very good reference character. Sometimes, though, bad things happen. Sometimes good things happen. Just like being able to punish a successful Chie counter, I call that a good thing.
Just needs to survive this, and yeah, really nice call out on the meteors. Not letting her just get in for free like that, and just gets bonked on the head with the double fangs. And
Yeah, I see when you get caught like 3 times on your meteors, you can quit out, man. That's totally reasonable. Oh my god. Detective Crow, masterful matchup expertise right there, securing that win.
really,
I've never seen a character avoid Chie meteors so often, so effectively. It made it look like a bad super, which it's not. It's amazing. But against Detective Crow, you might as well be donating 2 bars straight to the Aether.
like it's. I've seen so many people just try and call out me on Tool and just getting stuffed by it. Where Chie is able to. This Detective Crow made it look like that's just, you know, that's just an average Wednesday night for me, I guess.
Yeah, Detective Crow just knows, man. Forecast meteors? Nah, man, I'm built different. Yeah, good stuff by Detective Crow out there. I think making it, really winning that in a extremely convincing fashion. I expect it would be a lot closer. But yeah, they're sitting in pretty in loser semifinals, waiting for the winner of our next set going to be on stream, which is Renix and E2 Deku.
Renix going through a little bit of a Ruby Yang gauntlet.
You know what? That's right. We got 2 Ruby Yanks in bracket today: Guzman and E2 Deku.
Now we just need Oryx to come back to
Oryx? I haven't. Is Oryx still play? I feel like it's been years.
I know they like ponder playing for a little bit, and you know they tune in every now. I don't think they're at the.
Yeah, I feel
At
it.
the
I
very
too would reconsider my priorities if Liz was one of my mains. I tried playing Liz for like a month, bro. It's so. How do I do a combo? And I already can't do combos, right? I have to do Liz combos now. Shit's not. I'm not built for that.
Get ready.
It's quite a struggle. Like
Get ready.
you know, when you play Liz, you really just get a extremely nice supportive cast, you know, for your point character. But outside of that, there's going to be games where you're going to have to deal with solo Liz, and it's just,
There gotta be games where you have to play the character. Heavens forbid. Speaking, what the hell? The B grab going the wrong direction, and I mean, Renek's able to burst out, but already turning into a slobber knocker, trading DP for DP. Hello? Kind of insane that stayed on the same side. Very fortunate for Renix, but oh.
no, that's one of the characters that can actively contest you in the neutral game there for after. To get out.
Oh my god, right into body blocking, letting Renix grab E2 Deku.
I think Deku ready for that the proper time to attack. Getting momentum on their side.
Alright, Renix a little bit stingy with their meter there. Probably wanted to make sure they could kill Ruby off one touch because E2 Deku just used reverse. But paying for it right now, still has those 5 bars, but now not really gonna get a chance to use it. Yeah, it gets cracked on the dome.
Let's go.
Good bait on the DP there, and this I feel like this should seal Ragnar's bait, by the way.
Renix not using that bar, really proving to be their detriment right now. Trying to gotta be taking it to next game as they dive 5 meters on the table. Residence unpopped. E2 Deku taking game 1.
Done already?
Good, looking good, and yeah, just we're just seeing the different flavors of offense. Renix going for like they do get pretty scrambly and trying to go for some cheeky resets, but E2 Deku is ready for it. So I think that's good information, despite them losing for Renix. Going to the next game, just finish your play, complete your combos, and just effectively play it a little more straight here.
Yeah. So going to game 2, Jericho is not a run back. You can type in exclamation mark bracket to see the path these two picked. But it looks like this is the first time they're playing today. And it looks like it might be Renix's time to start getting a game on the table. Yeah, another reset, man. We gotta learn. The more country players are Tiger players now. You guys can figure this out.
I didn't believe in the second finish. Hey. It's punished as well. 2A2C. 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 Doing a good amount of damage too. Nice 6.3k. Oh no!
Laying it on the corner, but you know, you bait out the push block, you whip the JB instead, and now I don't think ETF is going to have a Yang much longer. Oh wait a minute, no, that could have let him pop Semblance.
Go for something cheeky there, but unfortunately not working out. And this is E2 Deku's time to get momentum started here. This could be the start of something beautiful for E2 Deku. Let's go out there, unfortunately.
Alright.
On the brakes. But unfortunately, a little too far for that for AA to connect.
Renix, please. No, Renix has all of this cash, not willing to use any of it. And, oh my god.
What the hell is that?
Ragna. I think my man is going down another game. One more chance, but you're gonna get cracked by this mix-up. Oh gosh.
I can't believe it. What the hell is that? E2 Deku on 2 games on.
An easy win.
He has a Semblance Yang dead to rights. Lets her out, and you don't have to let the gorilla out of the cage. You don't let them play. Otherwise, you're liable to have that happen to you. Oof. All right. Well, Renix now in a bit of a hole. One that may or may not be self-inflicted. See if they're able to bring it back. Ugh.
Hopefully, Renix and something happen here, but Ichideku is looking very strong.
Oh man, that's not a good start. Getting caught in the air-to-air. Ichideku just going for the simple knockdown, going for the simple pickup, trying to bail out a throw there, but Renix staying a little bit solid. Has to switch to Ragnar. What a deep... What? That DP whip? The second hit did not chain properly, and now Ichideku gets full punish on Ragnar Blood Edge. We're not doing really sweet.
Pretty good so far, but gets caught by the combo there. 2v6B in the back. They're trying to make their way in again, but just that 4P has just been the big wall, the great equal.
Good confirm off the counter hit, JP able to get the command grab. Now, if Tomoe was here, he'd be so sad at the safety, man. Being in the corner is completely optional today unless your character is Adachi. We are mid-screen city.
To sacrifice the Ragnar situation. All up to solo Yang here. Cross up, DP, just whips in front of Yang's face, and Ichideku. Oh.
Real Ichideku snowball right there, and deservedly taking it all the way to loser semifinals. Good showing from Renix today. Not to be though when bad things happen. You let Yang roam free. All right, and with that we have our top four. Sonic-kun Yosuro sitting in your winners finals, going to be on stream next, and in your losers semis, Ichideku and Detective Crow.
Jesus Beckett is the winner side. Well, exclamation point. Matcherino, you can donate any amount that you'd like to the pot, and comments will be read. Oh, okay.
Speaking of comments, you got this, YouTube.
Okay.
I'm not reading two comments.
Yeah, I got this. Okay.
I'm not reading my own.
Okay, so thank you to the $10 donation from Four Sword Kirby with the comment stuck in Zeo cross combo jail this week. Understandable. And comment from our very own TO Master Chief with a comment. Umadachi, Uma Pure. Thank you very much. Play Uma Musume.
I appreciate the energy you put into that.
Look, man, I have to do it for my equestrian girls.
I know you have to, but I appreciate that you did.
Look, you got a 10 out of 10 rating for me, because I would not do that justice.
Well, I have to. I must. It's a requirement. I am. On side games, you have my money. Keep releasing horse.
As long as some game developer somewhere is getting money. Spend responsibly, everyone out there. We do not endorse gambling. Reik, I hope you're doing well. Drunk on a July 2nd, watching BBTAG?
Here we go. Just in case if people need help with gambling, there you go. Exclamation point, let go.
Why is it? I thought that was NPC gambling. I'm like, that is such not the right URL, but it's NCP, a little bit better.
Well, the problem with that, or actually, Mama, you're just wrong. Oh, that's it.
I'm sure they're the Centaurian. I'm sure there's something for your demographic.
I know there's like some like.
There's some anime that I've seen with an actual centaur character, yes, but not like full blown like everyone is.
Look, man, Charon's my goat. Well, I guess Charon's my horse, my Uma. Well, the turn of phrase gets a little bit weird at that point. But yeah, winners finals coming up right here. Yosuro, Sonic-kun, sitting pretty.
Be wrong. Pride is one of the 7 deadly sins. Take some time to look in. Thank you, Krill. Take it a sip. Make sure to hydrate, folks. Water's good for you, especially in this heat.
How bad is it down there, E30? We're pretty chill up here, but it's definitely like getting to the point where it's like, okay, I gotta put on different covers for sure.
California like heat right now. It's like, let's say it's like hitting like the solid 80s. Just in the regions where I'm at, and especially since I'm working, it's hot and humid.
Make sure you drink water, both when you're commentating on stream and when you're at your work. Always hydrate. Make sure you get your glasses in. As we get into winner semifinals, will Yosuro defeat the curse? Oh, Sonic-kun getting into grands every single time. Looking rough right now. Double air to air. Adachi not allowed to leave the ground.
They're just flying all over the place, trying to get a good read on maybe the burst, but gets caught right there. That's the deal with the BZO.
Oh my. That was almost one of the best pickups I've seen. But Yosuro still mortal, still has to do real gameplay. Straight hook to the face though.
Okay, looking good, getting the momentum. And yeah, both of these teams just have like some. They're very like heavily favored in momentum on gets. So Sonic-kun taking the first bit right now, but all it takes is one solid reversal of force. Sonic-kun would be beating a B0 right now, but Sonic-kun makes some good. Having some good pacing right now to avoid that.
Incredibly good defense on the side of Yosuro, waiting to the last second to use that push block. Knows that Sonic is very good at calling them out, and now rewarded for it. Great air-to-airs with Adachi. One more touch on Heart is all Yosuro needs. CC bar draining. One more chance. There it is, and now Yosuro not overpressing their advantage, going to be taking the damage on us instead.
But so far, yeah, this is the reversal of force that they needed, and the pressure is on. Good defense by Sonic-kun, but still has to block. They're in this corner. This is their favorite corner.
Yeah, call Yosuro a real estate agent, definitely introducing clientele to parts of the screen and letting them take up residency there. Oh man, going back and forth, really grinding it out. Oh, Prime end here. Choose to go for that. Probably may have been able to do something a little bit more rewarding. Able to get a high DP hit and now take out S, leaving into solo Heart.
Definitely the character to have in this situation, given the team like it's not. You know, have the homing for a little bit of evasion, but still has to eat a BZO. Sonic-kun slowly making their way in, but just that ice water of a JA catching it. This should be also taking game one.
Oh man, the Rube Goldberg machine setup never fails. High hitting, launching assist into grounded pickup from even when you're jumping backwards. Yosuro able to take the first game.
Working, yeah, just. I might have cursed Sonic-kun a little bit. You know, the powers of a complicator. All they need is just one reverse, one hit to just reverse the momentum in their favor.
Yeah. I'm informed by Bumachunga in the chat that if Sonic-kun wins this one, he will be at 2 straight months of winning Wednesday night fights. Is that true?
This would be his 8th win in a row, yes.
What's our record right now? How many wins did Scrub get in a row back in the day?
I'd have to go back and check, but it was quite dominant. I'd have to go back and check on that.
I feel like if you hit double digits, that definitely puts you up there in the pantheon. So Sonic-kun, I mean, obviously a decorated winner, but you got to be the GOAT. You got to go for 10 in a row. You got to hit double digits. See if we can get that going here. Already starting off in a bit of deficit with Yosuro taking that game one.
Looking good so far, just trying to take him in the corner, but already in a sandwich situation. Good back homing just to avoid the situation and calls out the BZO, or just a Zeo situation, and getting momentum in the corner now.
Let's get another good hit off of the 5P. Oh no, gonna be able to pick up there. Incredibly smart actually from Yosuro to switch, because if he didn't, he would not have been able to body block the BZO. So able to get the punish there, able to get one more hit on Heart. 14 bursts.
Get some momentum back with the S, and Dachi is in one such situation now, and just run up 5C, works out nicely, and solves the solo Narukami.
Sometimes you don't need the instant overhead. Sometimes you need to let the overhead cook a little bit. The slow 5C working out beautifully there. Not able to get the pickup from the air fireballs. And that's going to be maybe a shift in momentum right now. Yosro winning out with the strike throws. Take Resonance Pop. Keeping blocks done. Good timing.
No!
Incredibly smart timing by Yosro. Knew that the hard assist was going to come out at some point and held the fireball to call it out. Now, one touch away. Throw reject this. Great catch by Yosro. Going to be going up 2-0.
An excellent comeback from Yosro. You know, just I understand one of the things that Sonic likes to do is just air stall with S protect. And just have Heart 5P on the ground, just trying to catch your approach. Maybe, oh, I'm going to just run up and catch a landing, but just
ready.
I see a lot of people just get caught by the heart assist coming at them, or just helping S keep a wall with the air projectiles and hard on the ground. Just Narcot or Yosro just ready for it in that situation. Get the momentum that they needed, and up 2-0.
Yeah, incredibly good use of that tool right there from Yosro. Proving to be a distance breaker, and now starting to win in terms of the round start as well. Waiting for the whip punish, gets a lot of good damage just off that initial hit. Corner Oki, we were introducing yourself to the part of the screen. Barely gets the last hit on that DP. Very fortunate for Sonic is interfering into something worse.
Can actually switch there, but still caught in the corner. You know the BZO setup, but back in the corner. Your favorite corner now. How do you get the pressure up? What?
Yeah,
2B.
I can't believe that you recovered in time.
Too good. Just trying to keep the pressure up with a punish. Oh no, not a full punish, unfortunately.
That was very ambitious DP. Oh no, that's even more ambitious.
What's the pressure happening? Getting the reversal, unfortunate, but good throw break. Another reset back to neutral.
Yeah, I think Yosro definitely expecting the Irachi 6P to bring him down for full combo there. Very luckily for Sonic-kun, able to stop the assist call, and now is going to be turning that momentum into a knockdown. Even more momentum. Really just chaining reaction going on right now.
This is Sonic-kun's turn to just throw. Yosro in the corner, but unfortunately just good evasion so far. But tie that time with the home in JA. Stop pressure just for a brief moment.
Very fortunate, only got hit by the 4P grounded, didn't get launched up for the easy layup. Now, Yosro, extremely good brave run up. DPs to avoid getting jailed by the hard assist, but unfortunately going to be taking a full combo and lose the game in all likelihood. There you go, just keep it simple.
I do not have it just yet, and just just a showcase of the grit and tenure that they've had so far. You know, they're not on a hot win streak for nothing.
He's ready?
Oh,
Oh, sorry. You disappeared for a second. I was like, where'd you go?
did I leave a call?
No, I probably just my audio failed out. And we won't be failing to commentate in this game. With that being said, Sonic-kun trying to make the comeback, down 1-2 right now.
Good, looking good.
Bro, you seem very excited about Sonic-kun winning. Are you trying to not fight Sonic-kun in losers bracket? Is that what I'm hearing?
They want to have a bit of a friendly bout in the grand finals, and maybe the technical is looking for their run back. What's 3-2 earlier in the bracket?
Oh, another clean anti-air on the side of Yosro.
Or trying to keep the pressure up, instant overhead cross combo, Age of Mitsuru. But first out, we'll be playing them back in a little bit of a neutral position.
Excellent push block on the side of Sonic-kun. Barely avoids taking a mix-up. Oh my god, the plus on the lift, fireball sent on over, Sonic-kun's head gets cracked. Trying to react to it, and now CC pressure coming through.
I can play a range game, but
Oh no.
nice work by Sonic is just evading Zio the best as they can. But just getting caught in there, Yoshiro's doing a really good job at just kind of calling out the general patterns of having Sonic launch a pressure go to a homing.
Yoshiro, oh man, a little bit too much sauce at the start of that combo. Not able to bring into the standard Oki. Just super. Oh, just going to try to save the bar here. You knew that Sonic probably didn't want to burst and give up heart. So yeah, why not just save it? Save it to try to spend it in this situation. Get the kill cleanly.
Just to keep an eye out at the heart in the air. Definitely, it's going to be a struggle, but Sonic is slowly just trying to get momentum right now to make something. We're keeping the defense up pretty nicely so far. As soon as I say it, they get opened up.
Yeah, I really like how Yosaro is playing it slow. Definitely says, hey, I have the resource advantage as long as they don't overextend. Don't push block recklessly. Don't do something that ends up with me getting hit. I'll have the bar and be able to kill you off any touch like that one and punch my ticket into grand finals.
Sonic-kun down to losers, and they will find out who their opponent is. We'll also be going down to losers to our losers semi, running up between who get honor of fighting Sonic-kun, Deku.
Yep, not to be Detective Crow. You won't get to see Sonic-kun in grand finals, but you may have a chance to fight them in losers if you can get through the mountain of E2 Deku's dominating play in the last two sets. So we're gonna get into it. Detective Crow and E2 Deku will be your picks. You think Crow? What character do you think Crow's going to play? I mean, obviously he has one on the screen right now, but which one of his characters do you think plays best into how E2 Deku likes to operate?
I mean, they do have Ragnar Adachi. I think that isn't a bad choice. Try and wall out, kind of just wall out the cheat. Trying to wall out Yang Ruby with Adachi and just apply pressure safely a lot of weight. But outside of that, I can see their Akatsuki working. It's just there's some spooky interactions with.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Naoto would be a pretty decent pick into how E2 likes to play. You know, Yang JB has armor, but not against not against ground moves, right? So having the big stop sign of Naoto K 4P could be promising here. But I think it's really fast too compared to Adachi's 4P, which while a decent hitbox, a little bit on the slow side. We'll see what happens. We'll see if E2 Deku exists. That's who we're waiting on. Where you go?
Go very soon.
Yep. Crow Crow hovering over a funny team right now. I don't think we'll be sticking with it. We'll see what ends up being the pick here. If you can hear us, Crow, do it for the crowd. Do something that your heart desires. Yeah, I can't judge because I haven't seen enough of your gameplay to call out sandbagging yet, but it could happen.
Like they're crossing over a little bit between their two teams, and this is oh no, just going with a team that they started with on this. And the two teams I remember Detective Crow mainly for back in the day, definitely the Adachi Akatsuki, also the. I'd imagine they're going to try and match E2 Deku's offense. This team, if they're able to do so, but not a good start for E2 Deku right now.
Yeah, hefty 5B coming in to the face. Maybe Crow did have a successful bout against Guzman early in the bracket, and I mean this was the team that did it, so definitely no stranger to playing this matchup.
Fairly confident. As you see those DPs should not deal with that situation in the corner. And Detective Crow just slowly trying to apply some pressure in the midstream.
A double overhead. We don't need unblockables. We just need the same thing twice. Ooh, a chunk of health off Ruby. One more touch away. 5C. Monkey see, monkey do. Works on one, works on the other. E2 Deku down to solo Yang.
It's still doable, but an excellent with punish, I feel. And Detective Crow looking good so far, but a nice bar 5-8 from E2 Deku will put them back into a little bit more of a but still a tall mountain to climb nonetheless.
Yeah. Going to spend the bar early, understandable, even if you don't have semblance, you know, you're going to be getting it back over time anyways. Yeah, certainly already back to 2. What? That's crazy. Able to get the semblance starter because of armoring through the EX move and does a good grip of damage on Ragna. Akatsuki, so, honest 1v1 fight. And Ichideki still has one more pause screen chance with the semblance pop. Going to be getting it here, unless Crow actually spends it all.
They should be able to kill. Yeah, just another meter. Just go into the 6 super. And yeah, just but look super scary for Crow for a second. Just able to stabilize and take the first kill on the board.
Yeah, another instance of building up enough bar over the course of the combo in order to avoid giving Yang a chance to see the screen with semblance. And very good play by Detective Crow there. Very fortunate set of circumstances.
And imagine E2 Deku, the amount of time they have on the board, not phased by it, just going their time here. If
Another
anything.
BB tag, it happens all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Going around 2, E2 Deku played pretty basically round starting. Yeah, going to do the same here. Oh, good call out on the Akatsuki counter, but unfortunately not able to punish. And Detective Crow going for the 5C record here today, man. Hit like 6 of them, I think, so far.
Definitely getting a bit of a hot streak so far.
Oh,
Into the
very
2v6
smart.
lead.
Activate the grab out of the parry. You can't armor through that. And no, we're not going to see Semblance Yang anymore. Goodbye.
So Ruby this time, but unfortunately with DP and just Detective Crow running away with it so far.
Yeah, let's get to this game going, guys. This is looking pretty buff, pretty gone, pretty over. Oh no, crossfade. Oh no, not able to get one more rep. And E2 Deku, signs of life, one more chance.
Only thing like Mount Everest to climb here, but unfortunately, freaking out. Man, just this is the start of the momentum that they needed.
Almost got countered right there. I think Detective was looking to punch something, and yeah, that reversal action is going to be how they close out that game.
Detective Crow really just in their offense. Deku looking a little worse for wear on just trying to get their footing.
Yep.
Get ready!
See if E2 Deku has any more adjustments in the tank. Last 2 games, definitely just losing Yang before they're ready to.
So, using the Murakuma as fast as possible, just have some good evasion around the corner, but E2 Deku getting a nice happy birthday to get a decent damage on both characters, but this is the momentum shift that they needed to get things started. Evaded that 4P somehow.
Whoa, no, a little bit too early on the TRM, very unfortunate. Yang thought that Akatsuki was already in range, so didn't move forward to actually punish the grab. So E2 Deku, unfortunately not to get mixed up there. One more chance, and now the ball is back in Detective Crow's court. Anti-air Gauntlet Hades.
But so far,
Very
nice way to
fortunate.
super.
Yeah, very fortunate. Could have taken a lot more damage if the Yang had connected, only going to take a small grip now. Oh, the fireball expecting the tech backwards, but Ichideku sets forward and mashes like the animal he is, able to get another OK situation. The jumps are safe. They're safe for days. And you will not be able to burst out of this. Barely alive.
If you to get out. In the sandwich situation already in a nice nice active switch, and that should be a dead Ruby. And the meter for it, bringing the Kotsky back in. I'm not sure if I like this too much, but it works out in the end, and a nice counter hit confirmed. This should be curtains.
I think Ichideku also saw that Akatsuki was in. Blood in the water, knew 1 DP was all he needed to get that character out of there. But it was all of it. Hitchcrow will be taking it 3-0 over Ichideku.
Excellent work. I know he's sung praises about they're relentless off. Detective Crow really just coming into form here. Especially, you know, against someone like Ichideku. He just pull up like him.
Yep. All right. Well, good stuff by E2 overall. Good bracket run, but will unfortunately be cashing out at 4th place today. Meanwhile, Sonic-kun and Detective Crow will be fighting out for the chance to be in grand finals. Not for the privilege of fighting Nine the Phantom this week, but for the privilege of escaping the BZO jail. We'll see who gets to climb that mountain, push that boulder up the hill.
Closing down the night again, exclamation point Machirini Master Chief will rig up bracket. Currently have $20 in the pot, courtesy fellow commentator and pot can grow top 3. The people that are still in the bracket are fighting for the lion's share. Gets that, but first we gotta find out who's booking their ticket into the loser side of bracket between Detective Crow and Sonic. A run back.
Yep. There we go. Sonic-kun coming out the better, I believe, last time, and still very close to. I don't. It was not. Was it on stream?
It was not.
I don't know what. Yeah, I think that might have avoided the fate. So we'll see if we get any adjustments in here on the side of Jetro. Already doing a great job. The BZO jail coming forward. Sonic-kun able to. Wow, that was actually really smart because Sonic-kun blocked the Gauntlet Hades in here. Cannot avoid the second hit. Punish that. It's -10. Sonic-kun, no!
Doing a lot of offense so far. Bringing Sonic-kun to the corner. On, trying to go for a safe jump. Going low, good DP. Oh no!
DP. Oh my god. 7-5 Cs. Detective Crow. The most immoral of gameplay. Dachi still went through?
Unfortunately, not looking too good right now. Baits the burst. Doing a lot of momentum going with their heart so far. Slowly trying to make their way forward here. BZO setup. The DP to say get off me. Pressure is just slowly working. The damage is piling up on Detective Crow's end. Only one such situation left for
a sneaky grab. I can't believe that he was eligible to get grabbed at that point. Very good maneuvering by Sonic-kun.
Oh, that's definitely doable, but not like that. Fortunately, we'll be getting a good amount of damage on board, but thankfully, drop combo.
Yeah, the wheel abortion spinning in both ways right now. Oh no, a Detective Crow, the slightly too eager push block going to be getting punished. And with that, I think he lives with a sliver. Yep, one more touch.
Make something happen, trying to create some space, but not working out so far. Good anti-air, but unfortunately not able to get a full confirm off it. A little too low for that to happen, and just a full wrap up.
Lucky for Detective Crow, he did not land all 360 degrees from which the anti-air can hit, and with the timing to get the combo. So the dropped, resulting in a dropped game for him. Thank you to Deku for your kind comments. It's a pleasure to commentate, run this game, watch this game, every time I'm able to. Love me some BB Tag. Thanks for joining.
Always appreciated you supporting us on this Wednesday night. Game 2. Vector Crow versus Sonic. Oh my goodness.
Alright, Vector Crow saying we're going to make our own luck, and that luck involves getting a happy birthday. Birthday for America, birthday for Detective Crow. Not going to cash it out completely. But you know what? Investigated that angle, able to almost stabilize that into a kill. And forcing Sonic-kun to burst.
Making their way in, punishes a landing on trying to do a little bit of a cheeky push stall with their projectiles, but it's all up to Soul Heart, and you know we're seeing shades of what happened last game.
I mean, this Gremlin did it before, so do it again. One knockdown is all you need. Layers and layers of mix-up coming through.
What should they drop? Or drops in select, I suppose? But the momentum is shifting more and more to Sonic-kun's favor here.
This character is definitely a one knockdown is all you need, but all you need on a side effect control is one reversal. Able to take a game.
Just a lot of those games, a lot of that momentum on your favor, but it's just one really solid reversal to just take every single thing that you've worked for away from you. Yeah, we saw it both ways in the past 2 games that we played.
Your love, your angle, and all your sorrow taken away just like that with 4 bars from the defender.
But let's see who will be shining bright and taking the lead in game here. This game 3.
Yeah, another good air stall on the side of Sonic-kun, able to come out the better that time. Landed good hit on Ragna. Where was she going? And where is she going is right into the back. Sonic-kun bursting out early, but that's a lot of damage that's taken from that.
Nice 10k on the board. Not looking too good, but there's a pretty healthy heart. Waiting in the now at point. Just trying to get
avoiding yeah, air back homing, proving to be great once again.
I go for a BZO setup, but not airtight.
I think Sonic-kun missed input a super there. Had a little run up that looked like a throw, but unfortunately crossed themselves up underneath. Adachi down to solo hard again. I mean, look, man, her record's 1-1 right now.
It's opened
Ought to
up.
be 1-2.
I'd be in, just be able to kill this fight, especially with stuff like that. But just momentum is still very much in Sonic's favor. Tries to bait a first or a DP. Actually, Pro taking the lead in the set.
Objective Crow going to be putting Sonic-kun's reign of terror to an end, or threatening to. Sonic-kun, if you want to get double-digit wins in a row, you gotta dig deep, pull out a win, 2 wins even, and fight. S doesn't exist in this set. You know, she sure does not seem to be on the screen very often, and every time she shows up, it's immediately down to 30% health.
Fortunately, I feel like it's just primarily been the solo hard show for the most part. Vector Crow is just really getting a lot of mileage out of certain things. Covering the airspace and getting crossed up right there.
That's the worst side for BZU to be at, right? Because you're like, oh, can I stand? Can I run under it? And you can never really tell.
Okay, getting the momentum. Good DP to just say get off me. Tries to call it the laser, but unfortunately too late for that.
Ah, goodbye, S. And again, you know, shows up, goes down to 40%, no explanation, and now exiting stage right.
Yeah, that should be it. Just dash out, go into super, as much down as possible, and again, we've seen this happen before, all up to solo heart.
Alright. I think Detective Pro, congratulations on making the grand finals. It was a good run, Sonic. But all great stories must come to an end. And such goes the 7 tournament winning streak. As Red Crow punches their tickets to grand finals.
Detective Crow showcasing gods can in fact bleed. Look in their ticket.
Good stuff though still, Sonic-kun finishing in the money. And you know, that money can grow even larger if you two are a viewer enjoying the spectacle going on today. Exclamation mark, Matrino, Master Chief, Macchiato will bring you to a page to donate your hard-earned esports earnings to the collective pool of esports earnings as we close out on losers finals and the curtain on grand finals begins to open.
Of the night to make Detective Crow really riding on a high. I feel like they were going to run into really solid opposites. Honestly, all of their opponents back of their bracket. Loser 7, 3-0. Did Loser 7 play cheap? Were they able to come back in time?
They did end up being able to play, but they had to play in losers, so it is what it is.
Fortunate. Nonetheless,
Yeah,
Loser
Crow
7
I would say Crow's on a 15-2 game winning streak in 15. He's 15-2 in losers bracket right now, which I mean, obviously you have to go positive to make it all the way to grands, right? But 15 games to 2, only dropping 2 so far in losers bracket. Really good show and a lot of momentum on his side.
Detective Crow 3-0 against Loser 7, 3-0 against Bubba Chunga, 3-1 against you, 3-0 against Deku, and 3-1. All of the players that he's ran into, they're no slouch by any means. I definitely imagine them giving a really solid run for their money. Just tonight, Detective Crow came out on top and everything.
Yeah, but on the other side, man, Yoshiro's been playing extremely well today too. Had some close sets in the beginning, but honestly, dominated Sonic-kun and Yui. You know, going full real estate agent, keeping them in the corner and taking up permanent residency there. See if that ends up being a story for grands, or if we're going to be getting, as per tradition, a bit of an extended runtime to today's bracket.
See how things go here. Wait for them.
Get ready. Get ready.
And I know the general Detective Crow going back to the. Definitely think one of the. I'd imagine one of the things that they're thinking of, and there is going to be opportunities where I just don't want to deal. Tatsuki on the team to just parry through them.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Yeah, but even when you're parrying the, the BCO setup, it's still scary, right? Because you never know, like they could still meet you at any point over there, and obviously you have the license to swing when you need to. So see how that dynamic works out. Already Crow trying to play aggressively with the Tatsus, get ATRM in there, but Yosuro able to jump out in time. And now a 5C on the side of Yosuro saying, I can hit you with the overhead too.
Taste of their own medicine, if you will. Watch to hold this. Good defense so far. Kaga's not looking too good right now, but bringing the Akatsuki, trying to make something happen.
One of the difficult things in this matchup for sure is that U5A just outranges any of the options that the other two characters have. So navigating around that, especially on the ground, is going to be something that will be hard for Crow to contest with, and not to mention, right, contesting with things like the AZO.
Just trying to wall out.
Patiently.
Just trying to wall out with the Hidachi, but just getting a nice GA confirmed, and just slowly just trying to get momentum back on their side.
Yeah, come away somewhere, getting their wings, getting that early cash out super, but somewhere else, some way growing even more wings. The clean punish on the unsafe 5T going to be resulting in a dead character and down to solo Ragnar. You know, for all of that neutral we played, Crow is only at Resonance level 2, which going to be very relevant in a bit, assuming they survive this combo. But they might not.
It doesn't look like it.
Hard to say. Oh, barely crumbling on the last hits.
Oh, game in this set again. Just on the winner side, so they only have to win 3 out of 5. The Detective Crow not only has to beat Yoso to 3 out of 5, but they got to do it again too.
Yeah, Monkey making a good point that it's somewhat hard to call assists in this matchup, which is definitely like, you know, obviously true. Probably the best place to call assists is when you're trying to exert pressure, but Yosoro has been very good at like just avoiding the aggressive Tatsus that Crow has been trying to do just to take a turn. Because what options do you really have playing these two hurt box extending characters? Oh, but there we go. One counter punch away. Alright, early cash out super. Don't let any momentum start getting on Yosoro's side.
DP to get out of the situation, and these shots just to cover some space has been working out kind of nicely. In Crow's favor, but having to deal with Sailor's situation right. Looking too good.
It's fine. Oh, never mind. It's no longer fine. Can't burst anymore. Ooh, and the character might be dead.
I don't think dead just quite yet, but it's definitely going to be really close.
One more chance. Did not have a way to CC it, and no! Unfortunately, had to burst in Ragnar, but that also means that Ragnar is going to be putting the red. Oh, no. Saving the bar?
Getting the pressure situation.
Oh, you saved the bar.
And I think that should be a dead Roger.
Yeah. A little bit over 2,000 there, and then 2,500 here. All up to Akatsuki. By his lonesome.
A bit of a struggle, but just you know, that's a good start to make something happen. Only level 2 resistance again. Has a decent amount of red health to recover, so can technically get it back if possible, but looking too good for them right now.
Oh, what a fortunate 5P. Didn't get the trade, and as a result, able to get this full combo. Going to be milking a little bit longer. Not going to have time to do another rep with the other kick super, so has to cash it out right now. One more touch. Ah, nuts.
Too far for that to connect, and so far, as long as Yoso doesn't drop this should be game 2 going to them.
I feel like we're at least a year removed from Yosro dropping the easiest combos out under the sun. You know, 30 months of playing BBTAG will do that for you. Even you can keep your combos consistent. And Yosro consistently taking the lead and up 2-0.
Looking too good for Crow on this team, and yeah, just been like I haven't really seen a lot of BZO setups come out either, so it just feels like they're just getting out boxed right. Yeah, going with trying to match the offense with the Adachi.
Yeah, Detective Crow has been like very good at avoiding, like, you know, all the knockdown into BCU into, you know, the Tsukiyomi, oh, I'm stuck here forever, right? But as a consequence, they've been getting stuck in a lot of sandwich situations, and generally getting outpoked in that regard. So changing it up a little bit, and we're gonna need a little more change up than that. Good grip of damage. Ow.
And too good so far. Getting a lot of their stuff caught out, unfortunately. I think that's a dead Akatsuki.
You know what, Kat? It looks like, I think Yosro may be your new Wednesday Night Fight champion. But you can always start from somewhere. Adachi definitely able to do it. You just need to land a hit. That's another hit right there.
Only working, only level 1 residents and no meter to their name right now. I think something happened, jousting with the Daisios. Do it again. Oh my.
Oh no. Yosro going, I'm better. IJ beat slightly sooner. And I'm going to be one mix-up away from being your Wednesday Night Fight champion. Convincing fashion. for Yosuro.
Adachi!
And a hearty congratulations, finishing in first place with the Fast 3. We are finishing before 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is a first.
Pretty rare, small bracket, but still nonetheless a very quality one. So it was very nice work for them. Again, rounding out the top 3 tonight. It is Yosuro in first, Detective Crow in second, and Sonic in third. Very nice showing from everyone. It was a great bracket. It's been a little while since we ended before 9 p.m. over here. Still had fun.
I'm hungry for more matches, man. That was way too fast. What the heck? I'm not sure what to do now. Well, I do know that we will have to give our congratulations to our players and also thank everyone for watching, for participating, for joining, for doing what you do, and helping keep BBTAG running. I said I don't know what to do because I usually pass to E30 or Cheap to give the closing remarks, but you're right here, E30, so floor is yours.
I'll go through my usual spiel, but I'll just say, thank you, Podge, for being my commentary partner tonight. It was a pleasure being able to do this with you for the first time, as far as I'm concerned. And as always, thank you to Master Chief. Running this bracket, making it as smooth as possible, really efficient, and did it pretty quickly, 2.5 hours, just about, approaching that. Yeah, as I always say before, it's always much appreciated, and ask for a better TO and you won't find a nicer one on this side.
Of course, this is. I was kind of like wondering when I should come in because this is a bit of a different flow than usual. But of course, shout outs to both you, E30, and you, Podge, for holding it down on the mic. And of course, giving insight, analysis, making sense of the chaos as best you can. That is this game we love called BBTAG. And of course, shout outs to all the players putting in their best efforts tonight. I kind of hate to rub salt in the wound a little bit, but thank you for kind of ending the streak a little bit. But, all good things in that sense must come to an end. But hey, I gotta give props to Sonokun for holding it out for that long. 7 weeks, 7 brackets in a row is no small feat, and look forward to, hopefully somebody overtaking that at some point. So, we love to see that kind of competition and someone, winning over those kinds of odds. And of course, shout outs to everyone for tuning in tonight, giving your support through viewership, through match arena contributions as well. Always grateful to have you all join us on this Wednesday night / Thursday morning, depending on time zones, of course. And last, well, not really last, but definitely one of the most important parts of this whole production is Red E30, holding it down on both the mic tonight and on the streaming production side of things. Of course, would not be the same kind of production without him there behind the scenes. And for tonight, in front of behind the mic as well. So of course, thank you to him for pulling double duty in that regard. And again, being our regular streamer week in and week out for WNF BBTAG. Always grateful to have him do this. And again, show your love, show your support to the man. Drop him a follow, leave him a subscription on Twitch if you are also so generously inclined. Show some love to this man, please. And last but certainly not least, a big thank you to Level Up Productions for having Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition to be a way for us to have the locals experience at home when in-person locals for WNF are not available. But until that time comes, keep it going, keep it rocking, keep the flag flying, and keep fates crossing here for WNF BBTAG Online Edition. This has been Master Cheap, TO Bracket Runner, host for tonight's BBTAG bracket. Always a pleasure doing this for you all and looking forward to next time on the PlayStation platform. But until that time comes, I will be signing off. E30, I know you already said most of your spiel, but hey, as per usual, I always leave final closing statements to you, my man. Take it away.
All right. I'll keep it simple. Thanks again for tuning in. Whether you're our participant, a viewer, or a little bit of both, always appreciate you spending time with us. But as per usual, all good things must come to an end. This has been WNF Online Edition BBTAG episode 26. See you all next week on the platform. But as per usual, all good things must come to an end. Now, Stay safe, stay beautiful, drink your water, tell your friends and family you love them. Most importantly, shout outs to Bird Gang.
Shout outs to Bird Gang.
Good night, y'all. Peace. Sending you all over to church.